हेलो एंड वेलकम टू द ब्रांड न्यू एपिसोड ऑफ चिट चैट विद मुस्तफा शाह। मेरी और आपकी मुलाकात होती है इतवार रात 10 बजे। वादा वही कि गेस्ट ऐसे लेकर आऊँगा कि जिनकी बातचीत सुन के आप इंटरटेन होंगे, बट उनकी स्टोरी सुन के, उनकी स्ट्रगल सुन के कुछ ना कुछ इंस्पिरेशन आपको अपने घर में बैठे हुए ज़रूर मिलेगी। टुडे वी हैव विद अस वन ऑफ द वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट. She is a girl from Germany and she came here to Pakistan. She liked Pakistan. She visited Pakistan for the first time. This is the second time she came in. So we're going to be knowing about her experiences she had in Pakistan, and overall when she came in, what was the preconceived notion? When she came in, what was the observation? What was the journal? But what did people told her to go to Pakistan, not to go to Pakistan? If she's coming to Pakistan, what to expect? And when she came to the Pakistan, what is the reality and how did she find Pakistan, the culture of Pakistan, the people of Pakistan? So we have with us one and only Sylvia with us. Thank you so much for coming in. And first of all, you just came in. This is your second visit.
Yes.
So, as I told my audience in the introduction, so how did you like Pakistan? What was the first time when you came to Pakistan? What was the purpose of coming in?
So the first time I came, I stayed for 3 months in Pakistan. It was this year from May to August.
Alright.
And I was doing an internship actually.
Alright.
And I wanted to come to Pakistan because I like to get my own idea of a country.
Alright.
And so that not believe everything that I see on the media, but just get my own.
So when you were coming in to Pakistan the first time, so
Yes.
what people told you back in Germany? And you must have a preconceived notion. You must have an impression about Pakistan when you came in. So what was the actual impression when you came in? What was in your mind, and how did you find Pakistan?
So people in Germany were actually very worried about me.
Alright.
So
They're telling you not to go?
Exactly. My family, my neighbors, my friends, they were like, okay, like, are you crazy? Why are you going? Etc. And I told them that, I don't believe what's said in the media, so I want to go. I want to have my own point of view. I want to discover for myself what's true and what isn't. So obviously people were scared because of how Pakistan is represented in the media. Like only a small part that I cannot confirm anything from what is said in the media. So when I came here, I was very surprised because it's just a normal country like all other countries. Like normal, like there are restaurants, supermarkets, like there are normal people dressing up like you or like me, and these are things that people don't know in my country. So also this is something that I like to represent in my country. So I like to show these things like malls or like these coffees to tell people like we also have a normal life over here. Like what you're seeing is not what is the reality. The reality
what is
totally
being shown
different.
to them is a propaganda. It's being shown on purpose. So the ground reality is totally different. That Pakistan is like a progressive country. So where if you go abroad, or if you're traveling in Europe, you're from Europe.
Yes.
So you have coffee houses, you have restaurants, you have supermarkets, then you have mall.
Yes.
So people they dress up even culturally, wearing their own culture, but they dress up like the West dress up.
Yes.
Do you find people over here are a little open up and they like to interact and they like to become friends?
They really like to meet new people and to become friends. It's very easy to make friends over here. Like I have a lot of friends because it's what I tell people in Germany too. It's easy to make friends in Pakistan.
And are they helping?
Yes, and especially I get also a lot of invitations, for example, people know that I would like to see a Pakistani marriage. So if they know someone or if they are going to a marriage, they ask me, hey, would you like to join? Or I say, I want to visit Islamabad. So they say, if they know someone or if they're going, they take me along because they know like, okay, what does she want to do? And then they try to organize it for me.
So at times, do you feel left out, or, when you go to a marriage wedding, there are a lot of family emotions going around. So family is little emotional, and the family is getting together. So do you feel left out, or do you always recall your own family?
Actually, like talking about this the wedding or something, people like to include me even in the ceremony. So, for example, when whatever the bride was walking in or something with the family,
they will not leave you aside.
They would even say, "Yeah, you can also come," and I was like, "Okay, why not?"
So this is you like?
Yeah.
So over here, we since you have discovered the Pakistani culture, and you have discovered our family culture. So that we like to celebrate everything, and we like to live together.
Yes.
Mainly we like to live together. So what sort of an family culture do you guys have in Germany?
In Germany, it's actually very, very different from this.
Sure, right?
We live with our parents until we're 18, more or less, and then usually we move out. Like most of the people move out because they start studying. Like I moved out because I started studying in a different city. But even if you study in the same city, you will move out and start living with your friends. This is our culture. Like my brother, he studies in the same city than like we live, my parents, and still he moved out and he's living with his friends on his own. So I think there are pros and cons to everything. So, but yeah, this is our culture. It's very, very different.
Very different.
Yes.
And what else do you guys? I mean, do you guys meet your parents every day, once a week, or on the occasions? How do you guys interact with the family?
I think it also depends on the people. So some people meet their parents very often, some less often. So we try to meet.
In our culture, our parents, we live together.
Yes.
And then even we get calls like 4 times a day that, beta, how are you? Have you eaten this? Are you safe? So I mean, this is our culture. We're always connected.
Yes.
So apart from that, we live in the same roof. That does not matter, but we're always connected.
Yeah.
So we try, we try and creating an events where family can come in and we spend time.
Yes.
So in your case, I'm just asking about the Germany overall culture. Do you guys meet less?
Yes, we meet less. We also get calls less. Like people here tell me that their parents call them every day or something. Yes, like I don't call my parents every day. Like maybe I text them or something, but I think it's different. It's different.
So how often you interact with your parents since you're in Pakistan, in a different country? Were they a little worried about you?
The first time I came, they were worried about me because they didn't know what to expect. But when I sent them the first pictures and like they saw that, it's a good place, this was actually something that I was also telling a friend some days ago, that the first time I came, everyone in Germany was very worried, like why are you going and whatever. But then they saw all the pictures and all the videos.
On your Instagram, on your social media.
Exactly. So when I came the second time, nobody said anything. Everybody just said like, "Oh yeah, have fun."
Have fun.
And this was something that I really liked because I could see that I changed their perspective of Pakistan too. I cannot change the perspective of the entire Germany maybe, but from everyone who is around me.
But I think that is important. By the end of the day, if you take the word out to even to the four or five people, so ultimately people will realize, and I think the world have started to realize that Pakistan altogether is a different country, and they have been painted differently. So I think there are a lot of people who came in and we meet foreigners all the time, and what you are saying, they're always like this,
Yes.
And they say that this is a different country what we thought of
yes,
it.
Yes.
So I think this is more welcoming, and you will find a lot of career opportunities over here, media opportunities, because people are open up and they like to come, welcome different people to come in.
Yeah,
so we don't like to work in groups. We don't like to work in isolation. We like to work globally. We like to be connected with rest of the world.
Yeah.
So I mean, apart from Lahore, which cities so far you have visited in Pakistan?
I've been to Islamabad. And I also went on a trip to Natia Gali.
We were speaking about it. So you went on for a hiking track as well?
Yes.
So how was your experience?
It was very nice. And also this is something else. People in Germany, I think, do not expect the kind of nature or landscapes in Pakistan. Because I was walking and I was like, this could be Germany.
Yeah.
Like it looked exactly like these mountains. And like people would not expect this over here. I don't know why people think there are deserts or something. I don't know why.
They might mix us with Dubai or something.
Yeah, I think so.
This is the misconception. Otherwise, Pakistan It has
It's
all
very nice landscapes.
Yeah, it has all the it has all the weathers. You have summer, winter, the
Yes,
best
exactly.
best vegetables and fruits you can find in Pakistan. So have you eaten different fruits?
Yes, I really like mangoes, and I was eating mangoes every day.
you gain weight because I know you are into fitness.
Actually, I didn't gain weight, but only because I was working out.
You working
If I didn't work out, I think I would have gained a lot of weight.
So what else do you like? I mean, in food. So I mean, I'm sure the German do not have that sort of a spice level over there.
No.
So
Yeah.
what do you? I mean, which food do you like? Have you explored the food totally?
Yes, I like dal.
Dal. All right.
I also like butter chicken.
Butter chicken. All right.
What else? Biryani.
Biryani is something which is like butter chicken or kadai. So you like? What do you like the most?
The most.
There must be something which is on top of, if you have to rate out of 10, there must be something which, on the go, 1, 10 pe hogi.
Actually, there is one thing, but it's a little bit funny. It's aloo anda.
What?
Aloo anda.
Aloo anda.
Yeah, I don't know why. I really love it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's my
aloo
favorite
anda.
dish, yeah.
It's easy to make, if
It's
you're
easy
living
to
in
make
an
and
hostel.
it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
You just have to, one egg, looks like an omelette, then you have to put in
potatoes. Yeah.
potatoes. So, I mean, in Germany, are you guys used to of eating so much bread? Because we eat bread with everything.
Yeah. Actually, no.
No.
We have different kind of bread. Like our bread is first it is like dark. Like it's not, because here it's made from wheat, I think, I don't know.
It's made out of wheat.
Yeah. So we have a different type. It's like dark, and we usually eat it for dinner. Only for dinner. Yes.
Only for dinner. And you just like to place it with the soup.
Yes, soup, or we put something on it, like it's not like here.
It's on a small number, but we eat bread and wheat a lot,
Yes.
So are you eating the same kind of wheat?
Yes.
So do you have roti, chapati every day?
Yes. Roti or paratha.
Paratha. Oh, you have paratha in morning? Every day?
Yeah, almost every day.
You're getting
Anda
spoiled.
Paratha.
So, have you started cooking yourself as well?
Yeah, but when I cook myself,
Anda aloo.
Yeah, like this,
that is,
I do simple things.
And aloo.
Yeah, for example.
That's like your favorite.
Yeah.
That's like your
or
favorite.
rice with vegetables.
And you eat a lot out?
Yes, actually I eat a lot out.
So have you got adjusted to the spice levels?
That's the only thing that is still a little bit difficult for
different?
me. Yeah, sometimes it's too spicy. Sometimes I always have to ask, like, is it spicy? Can you make it less spicy, please?
Spices is still hard to handle.
Yeah, it's hard to handle for me.
On this note, we are going out on a short commercial break. From when we come back from the break, there's a segment Kadve Ghoont is waiting for you. What is heavier, 1 kg iron or 2 kg cotton?
2 kg cotton.
Why?
Because it's 2 kg, it's more than 1
cotton.
kg.
Isn't it cotton?
Still.
Name the shape which has 5 sides. This is not Aloo Anda, this is Kadve Ghoont segment. So there is a thing which is called driver. It do not drive but still called driver. What is that thing? The German girl. Welcome back from the break और वक्त आ गया आपके favorite segment का कड़वे घूंट. As I told you in the break, I'm going to ask you a question and you have to answer it. If you fail to answer, you have to sip on that espresso shot.
Okay.
And as much as espresso shots get old, it's get more bitter. So, are you ready for the first question?
Yes.
So there is a thing which is called driver, but the best part about it is that it do not drive, but still called driver. What is that thing? Generally, the driver means that somebody who drives, who's driving an automobile. But this thing is called driver but it never drives.
It never dries.
Yes. The German girl.
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I'm just gonna say
Uh-huh.
it's a food.
It's a food? No, I mean, just name something. What is coming first thing in your mind?
First thing in my mind, it's an app called InDriver. It's also driver, but it doesn't drive, but it's probably wrong.
Man, I have never heard of that app.
It's new.
Are you giving up? Are you giving up? If you're giving up, that is all right. We don't have the whole day to wait.
Okay, tell me.
So the right answer is screwdriver.
Oh.
So now you know what to do. On count of 3, 3, 2, 1, sip it. Small sips. Alright, so moving on. Name the shape which has 5 sides. 5. This is, I think, square. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Name the shape which has 5 sides. This is not aloo anda. This is kadve ghoond segment.
Penta
what?
Penta square?
Penta. I think this is the right answer. Pentagon is the right answer. It has the 5 sides, and I think if you're sitting behind the camera, please clap or so this is the right answer. So
yes.
Now you
One right answer.
People are clapping. Can't you hear? Oh,
thank you.
People are clapping. So moving on, which month have 28 days?
Which
Month have
28
days.
February.
This is your final answer?
Actually, all the months have 28 days.
Now you've given 2 answers. All the months have 28 days or Feb has 28 days.
I'm gonna go with all the months have 28
all
plus
the months.
days.
And you have decided that watching in that camera.
All the months have 28 plus days.
28 plus days. But my question is, which month has 28 days?
Only 28 days?
28 days?
28, only February.
Feb. My question is, which month have 28 days?
Okay, then February.
February? Are you sure?
You're making me unsure.
I mean, that is my job.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah? Feb is the answer. So I can deceive any girl. Irrespective of that, she's Pakistani, German, whichever country she's from. I've deceived you successfully. The right answer is all the months have 28 days. Do you think I'm imbecile? I'm going to ask you such easy questions. So now you know what to do.
I know it.
On count of 3, 2, 1, sip it. So since you're a traveler, I'm going to ask you this question. Since you have passion to travel and you have seen, I think, half of the Europe. So there are 7 continents in the world.
There are 7
continents in the world. Name any 5.
5? Europe.
I mean, you live in that continent.
Yes. Asia.
Asia is my continent.
Africa. North America. Australia and Oceania.
Australia
and Oceania.
But I mean, Australia is a continent. You're given the right answer. अगर आप देख रहे हैं तो प्लीज तालियां जरूर बजा दें. They're clapping.
Thank you.
Moving on. I'm sure you don't know that, but I'm just asking you, what is the square root of 144?
12.
12 is the right answer.
Yeah.
German girl with brains, I must say. So they're clapping.
Thank you.
What is heavier, 1 kg iron or 2 kg cotton?
2 kg cotton.
Why? Why do you think like that?
Because it's 2 kg, it's more than 1
cotton.
kg.
Isn't it cotton?
Still.
No?
Still 2 kg cotton is heavier.
You're playing very well. What is the chemical formula of Water.
What's the
Chemical formula of water.
H2O.
Wow. I'm impressed. So, which vitamin do you get from sun?
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. She's into fitness, I'm sure she knows.
Yes.
So let me ask you, how many bones are there in human body?
Oh wow.
Aha.
Okay, now you got me. Oh wow, I have no idea.
I thought of giving you an off-guard question.
How many bones? I really have no idea.
I'm sure you were fluking already. Just a fluke. Wild guess.
I'm just gonna say 8,000. I have no idea.
8,000.
8,000.
But there are a lot of bones in you.
Yeah, but because small ones, I think they all have names, right? I have no idea.
No, they all have names, but you think that 8,000?
Maybe.
People are laughing it off like anything. There are 206 human bones.
206?
206 human
Only?
bones. German girl has 8,000 bones. She must have a lot of bones.
Yeah.
She must have drank a lot of milk when she was growing up. She have more bones.
Wow, I know, I didn't expect that.
Yeah?
Wow, it's very less.
Who invented the bulb?
Who invented?
The bulb.
The bulb?
The bulb.
Was it Edison? Thomas Edison?
I don't know.
I think so, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison is the right answer.
Yeah.
And I think you have played really well in this segment. My last question, this is your listening test. So I'm going to give you a buzzer. I'm going to count from 10 towards 1. So my question is, are you ready?
Yes.
3 things you are very fast at. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Right, so now you know what to do.
Again.
Sip it.
Oh.
So I think you should clap for yourself. You've been great on this segment. So my next segment is this or that. I'm going to give you 2 options. So you have to choose either one options out of that. So people will understand your nature well. We're going on a short commercial break. Break से जब वापस आएंगे तो सिल्विया हमारे साथ ही मौजूद होंगी. So winters or summers? Summers. Why do you like summers?
I like to go out. I like the clothes in summers. I can go to the beach.
And then there are more opportunity to go on beaches in summer. So you're a beach sort of a person.
Yes, I am.
Very nice. So moving on, what do you like, biryani or pulao?
Both are good. I think biryani.
Biryani is more spicy.
I know, but...
You like biryani?
Yes.
Welcome back from the break. We are still in conversation with the amazing Sylvia. और अब वक्त है is or that, this or that. I'm going to give you 2 options and you have to opt one.
Okay.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
She likes coffee. Snapchat or Instagram? Instagram. Why?
I don't really use Snapchat. It's not popular in Germany anymore. It was
Snapchat?
It was popular some years ago. It's very popular in Pakistan. But in Germany, we don't use it. I don't even have Snapchat.
So German people are not very,
No, we're not Snapchat.
They're very open up. So Snapchat is basically something which is very private. So if you're having an interaction with somebody, if you're sharing something with each other, nobody can save that. Because if they're going to take a screenshot out of it, so you will be identified that somebody has taken your screenshot.
Yeah.
So German people are, not very concerned about their privacy. No. So winters or summers? Summers. Why do you like summers?
I like to go out. I like the clothes in summers. I can go to the beach. And winters. It's because in winters in Germany are very cold, and
very
summers
cold.
we have a good weather in summer.
And then there are more opportunity to go on beaches in summer. So you're a beach sort of a person.
Yes, I am.
Moving on, what do you like? Pakistani food or fast food?
Pakistani food.
Pakistani food. So when you go back to Germany, will you cook something over there?
If I've learned something, then yes.
So Netflix or cinema? What do you like?
Netflix.
You have a Netflix sort of person. You don't like going out to cinema?
I'm not a really cinema person. No, not really.
Right.
And I'm a really big fan of Netflix.
Alright. And what are you watching these days?
Actually, I'm trying to watch more like Indian and Pakistani movies, like Bollywood movies, because before I was not into this, but right now, I think that you can learn a lot from how the culture works through these movies. So that's why I'm into Bollywood and Lollywood and this kind of stuff.
Alright. So parties or book reading? What sort of person you are?
Parties.
Party. So I always say book reading is for daytime and party is for
nighttime.
So online shopping or store? What do you like?
Store.
Do you like to go in, experience the fabric and everything?
Store.
The store.
Yes.
You don't believe in online shopping?
I'm not a big fan of online shopping. No, I like to go there and try the things.
So have you shopped in Pakistan?
I have, yeah.
Have you gone to the malls?
Yes.
Which mall you can?
Packages Mall, for example.
And you have purchased something Western or something?
Western, no. I don't think so. I have to think. No.
Which was the last shop you...
In Pakistan?
In Pakistan.
Oh, I think this time when I came, and because I've been only here for 3 weeks or something, I have not bought anything yet. So it must be last time that I came. First time that I came.
Buying. So, voice notes or chat? I'm talking about WhatsApp. What sort of person you are?
Voice notes.
Voice
Definitely.
Notes.
Very long voice notes.
Very long voice notes. You don't like to write?
I like to type too, but I'm a voice note person.
Very voice note person. Have you eaten pulao? Pakistani?
Yes.
So, what do you like, biryani or pulao?
Both are good. I think biryani.
Biryani is more spicy.
I know, but...
You like biryani?
Yes.
Right. And when did you had biryani last time?
Last time, I think probably 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks is much of a time.
Yeah.
Much of a time. So, do you like mangoes or watermelon? What sort of person you are?
That's difficult. Watermelon. I love mangoes, but watermelon is better.
You're a Weight Watcher, that's why? You like to watch your weight?
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe that's why.
But I think a watermelon is very refreshing and it has all the essential minerals in it. So it's good for your gut health as well.
Yeah.
So I even like watermelon a lot. So what do you like, bag or watches?
Bag.
Bag. So you that Hermes kind of a person, Prada, Hermes, expensive bag. You like it?
Not that expensive, but I'm really into bags and I don't wear watches usually.
Right.
I was when I was younger, but not now.
Do you get impressed when you see an expensive bag? I have seen girls who literally they turn around to see that bag.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Check out the bags.
No. I get impressed when I see a nice bag.
Alright.
But it doesn't matter from which brand, If it's nice, it's nice.
It should look nice.
Exactly.
Brand does not matter. So, do you like classical? Are you into Pakistani music?
Yes.
So, what are you hooked to? Which song are you hooked to?
I like Shamoon Ismail and Hassan Rahim. I was at their concert also. So yes. And
last week.
Yes, exactly. And AP Dylan, Ridviz, so this kind of music.
So you know the Pakistani cinema.
Yeah.
Pakistani music scene. You know the Pakistani music. Have you been to Karachi?
No, not yet. I really want to go.
You have been to Islamabad and Lahore. So if you have to live in a city, which will you prefer, Islamabad or Lahore?
Definitely Lahore.
Why?
I like the vibe over here. I like the colors. Like the life here is very, very lively, very very real. I really like that.
People are very warm. In fact, I think you've done well for yourself, and you were amazing on this or that segment. So, I mean, just tell me, when you were growing up, what sort of a childhood do you have?
When I was growing up?
When you were growing up.
So I live in a city which is like not very big and not very small, but I live a little bit in the outskirts because my parents like to live in the green. So it was very calm over there. Yeah, I used to go to school, and after school, like do some sports or play some instruments and go out with my friends. Yeah.
And what sort of a family life do you have? Is this how was your parents' relationship with you and the parents' relationship with each other?
So actually very good. I have 2 siblings, so we are 3 at home.
Two, they all are girls or they?
No, a brother and a sister, and they are younger than me.
All right, two girls, one boy.
Yes.
So boy is the younger or the eldest?
He's in the middle.
He's in the middle.
I'm the eldest, yeah.
You the?
I'm the eldest.
So you're the eldest and you're just roaming around in the world.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
so your parents must be very young because you're still so young. So your siblings must be they're just growing up.
Yeah, they are 2 and 4 years younger than me.
Younger than you.
Yes.
All right.
So the thing is that my mom is Spanish.
Oh.
So yes, so I'm half German, half Spanish, and
wow.
we have a big family in Spain.
All right.
But in Germany, I just have a very small family.
So your mother's side is in Spain or
yes,
in Spain?
Yes.
And your father's side is in,
yes.
of course, in
but
Germany.
my father doesn't have
lot
of siblings.
Or
So basically, it's just us in Germany.
All
so
right.
my main family is in Spain.
So you always interact with them?
Yes. So we used to go there once a year to visit them. But yeah.
So how did you, you have this curiosity to explore the world? Were your mother very supportive or your father was an explorer? How did you, you must have seen
Yes.
somebody who has inspired you to go out and explore different cultures.
Yes. So it's also part because of my mother. Like I grew up in 2 cultures. I grew up with 2 mother languages at my home. And then after this, I went to a French school in Germany. So this was another culture and I started traveling. But what inspired me most was that, I don't know if you know, but Germany was divided actually into 2 countries.
2 countries.
Like the East and the West. And the East was dominated by like Russia. It was a communist country. Yeah. And my dad grew up in the East. So
he had a Russian influence.
Exactly. And it was impossible for them to travel. They could not leave the country. It was a very restrictive country, a very restrictive society. And my dad, he always wanted to travel, but he could never travel.
Yeah.
Exactly. So one of his dreams was always to,
explore
for his
the world.
children. Exactly. For his children, he wanted a different life. So when we started traveling, my dad was always very supportive because he said that, I want you to have the life that I could not have because of the politics. And this was the main reason. He's always very supportive.
So your father has inspired you.
Yes, exactly.
I think your father will be very proud watching you on national channel on a TV in Pakistan. You must share this show with him.
Yeah.
So the East was dominated by Russians and Russian culture because they were there, and West was dominated by
USA, France, and Great Britain.
So still
mainly USA.
Because now it's not been divided, right?
No,
it's
one
been
country.
united again.
Yes.
So now you feel that difference in people and in the culture. Still, the difference is there.
Unfortunately, yes.
It is there.
Yes. So we have been united for 30 years more.
And you will be separated for how many years?
They were separated for 40 years.
40 years. Oh.
But still, in the 30 years, we have not been able. Our politics have not been able to close the gap.
Oh.
So
you feel the difference?
It's a huge difference, unfortunately, still. Politics is trying to, but there are a lot of problems. So,
I mean, this difference is because of the local government?
It's
because of the politicians, or it's because of the people? People are not very they don't have acceptance for each other.
Both, people are trying to, my generation is actually good with each other, but like my dad's generation, they still sometimes they still have like these prejudice against each other, and obviously 2 very different systems, like the capitalist system and the communist system, when they came together, it's very different. So,
do you plan to come back to Pakistan? Do you plan to settle down over here? Do you want to have a career? Because I just wanted to know one thing. Still, you're very young, but in our society, we are more concerned about when we finish our academics. So we are more concerned about the career, and we really wanted to start a career and we wanted to excel. But you, at the moment, I am amazed that you're so free and you don't take that society pressure that you want to do something for yourself and you're exploring. Nobody knows how long of a life we have. You know, the best
Exactly.
part about our life should be that we should explore and we should have best of our life. We should have time with ourselves rather than, you know, just thinking of making materialistic things, making career and, you know, building a house, buying a new car or a good car or a better car. So we should explore more. So you have that sort of freedom. You're very lucky that you have that sort of freedom. So do you guys in Germany are like this, that you don't have an age to get married, you don't have an age to start career?
Yes, exactly. Like, it's how you said. Actually, I agree totally with what you said. And yes, in Germany, this is something also that I really like about Germany, that we are very free in, like, you know, like, it's very normal in Germany to take a year off and just go travel, then come back, then study, then take another year off. And we don't have this age pressure, like you have to start a job or you have to get married until whatever, 30 or whatever. We don't have this. Like, we explore, and it's that common in our society that even our parents, you know, like, because everybody's doing it. Like, from my friends, most of the people
are doing this.
Exactly.
And so, what is the age when you guys generally get married? Is this there is age or
no? And some people get married at 35, 25, 40, whatever. Some people don't get married, so yeah, it depends on the person.
And how do you guys, you know, we have an definition of success, you know, every society have a definition of success. So in German society, what is the definition of success?
I think it also depends on the person. Like, some people have this mindset of, like, what you said, you know, maybe big car or earning a lot of money. But especially my generation, I think it has changed a little bit. For us, success is, like you already said, you know, like making experiences, finding yourself, traveling, just the memories. For us, the memories count more than the material stuff. So for me personally, success is having a goal and making as much memories as I can on the way to this goal, you know.
And you always, you know, have different goals, you know. If you look back 5 years in your life, you might have a different goal, and now you have a different goal. So there should be not a stagnant goal, because then it has to change, because
once you reach, you have to have another one.
Yes, because by the time you have more exposure, you get mature, your expectations and your definition of your happiness gets change.
Yes.
So I mean, I'm really happy that, you know, you have that sort of freedom, and I really wish you best of luck for your life.
Thank you.
And we had an amazing time. Thank you so much for coming in.
Me too. Thank you.
Want to give any sort of a message, so young people who are watching you out, you know, sitting in their home or, you know, through their smartphones. So, you know, at the moment you're interacting with the Pakistani nation, if you want have any message, please feel free to do that.
Okay, thank you. Well, first of all, thank you. I really like Pakistan, and I like how Pakistanis have treated me. So thank you for this. And to all young people out there, follow your dreams. Everything is possible. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really had a fun time with you.
Thank you. Me too. Thank you for having me.
So thank you so much for watching the show. अगर आपको शो पसंद आया हो तो आप अपना फीडबैक जो है हमें कमेंट सेक्शन के अंदर जाके दे सकते हैं, जिस तरह इन्होंने बताया, यू नो, फील फ्री, ड्रीम बिग एंड, यू नो, हैव गुड लाइफ, एक्सप्लोर इन योर लाइफ.